you shall not kill. Now let's imagine that we lived in a world where the government was saying, we have a healthy cookie called Joe's Cookie, and you must eat this cookie. If you do not eat this cookie, you will no longer be allowed to work in the military. If you don't eat this cookie, then we're going to shut down your business. If you don't eat this cookie, then you're not going to be able to go shopping in grocery stores or go see shows or gather in large gatherings. You must eat the cookie. Everyone has to eat the cookie. Now, a Christian says, well, God tells me to show concern for the preservation of human life and to love my neighbor. What is your long-term safety data about said cookie? And what if the government said, well, this is a new cookie, but trust us, eat the cookie, it's safe. A Christian who has allegiance to Christ, God's law, and a concern for love for neighbor will say, pause. I'm not against eating cookies. Sometimes cookies can be good. Cookies with, say, 50 years or 40 years of safety data showing that it will not ultimately harm me, my kids, my wife, my family, my neighbors. Those may not be bad cookies. We're not anti-cookiers. But your cookie, let's just speculate here, imagine the world where this was actually happening, but your cookies have no long-term safety data to show me that it's safe for my neighbors. And the short-term safety data is alarming and in many ways very suspicious. Let's imagine that we lived in a world where the government said, you must eat this cookie, don't worry, it's safe. And let's imagine that there was a daily report that you could go to that showed the cookie eating adverse event report. And let's imagine that as of today, the report coming from official sources was that 16,310 people died from eating the cookie. And let's imagine that there were 75,605 hospitalizations of your neighbors and mine who ate the cookie. There were 87,814 visits to urgent care because of eating the cookie. 121,305 doctor office visits for eating the cookie. 7,141 cases of anaphylaxis from eating the cookie. 9,446 Bell's palsy from eating the cookie. 2,415 miscarriages from eating the cookie. 7,868 heart attacks from eating the cookie. 17,619 incidents of life-threatening illnesses from the cookie. 30,631 severe allergic reactions to the cookie. My question is this: do Christians have an obligation to say something about that? Love for neighbor would demand of us that we show concern for the preservation of human life